What's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a great day. Just got tired by leave, but got some great news, a big update on the 5 Series, which is what today's video is going to be about. Obviously, you guys can tell from the title. But yeah, we got a really big update for the car so far today. So things are a little bit different than last time you guys saw them. Last time you guys saw it, I think it still had the timing guide up front. I think I already threw it away. It had the sprocket on. It didn't have the tool on. But that's about it. So I got to a really big stuck point on the car. Basically, like I talked about in the last video, or the last update, these little pin right here that goes into where the crank gets locked down here. That little gold thing right there. Well, that pin broke, and I finally got it out. And then I went to go put the locking pin in, which are what these things are right here. I went to go put this in, and it wouldn't go in. After hammering, prying, it still wouldn't go in. So what I did was, what I ended up doing was going to Harbor Freight, getting me a little vise. You know, something bolted down. I just got it. So put these in the vise and kind of ground it down just a little bit, as you guys can see, because it's silver, obviously, and painted. Well, then took a hammer, smacked it in a little bit, and this one went all the way in. So, okay, cool. Let's go turn the motor over. Still turned. So the kit I bought came with 2. This one and that gold one that's already in there. So I did the same thing to the gold one, and now we're locked, and now we can't turn the crank over anymore. It's good. So this kind of off camera because it was kind of one of those things where I just wanted to see if I could get it to work. I wasn't planning on it to working, but it ended up working, so I'm not going to complain. So I took off the bumper of the car because I was going to make a tool that supposedly what you do is when you take the pulley off, you put a bar that holds, it's like 3 of these bolts in, and you can get the pulley or the bolt out without straining that pin back there, because I've heard that pin can break because this thing is torqued to like I think it's like 400 foot-pounds or something crazy like that. So same thing as that one. That one wasn't that hard. Well, it was difficult, but yeah, only difficult because I had to lift the motor and this, that, and the other just to change it. But I don't have to do that with this one. So yeah, and it's less stress because obviously that's the daily. I have to keep that running. I have to get that running so I can go to school and work and all that. This doesn't matter. So what we're gonna do today, I got a tech sheet over here. You know, it tells you like the procedures for doing this job. I printed them off just in case I needed them for references and stuff. Oh yeah, there's that bar I was talking about. But I mean, obviously I know pretty much what I'm doing, but you know, it's just precaution. So we got that. We got the big bar that I was just talking about. I ended up buying one instead of making one. Oh, and I found a tool, this tool right here, to turn the cams. There's this bolt on the back of the cam, and you can use that to turn the cam itself, so you don't have to like try and sort of rotate the cam, which is what I ended up getting to work. So that's perfect. And then when I took off the exhaust cam gear, I was looking at it, and yeah, I don't know if you guys, it'll focus for you guys or not, but that line right there in the middle of the bolt, let's see if I can get it to focus. I don't know if it will or not. Well, about halfway down, like right about where my thumb is, you can tell that the threads are really stretched on it, because I guess all the torque has been put on them. So what I did You know, bought these off of FCP Euro, same place I got all the parts for that one. The new cam bolt. I already had to buy another cam bolt for the intake side because that's the one that was broken off. A new Jesus bolt, hub bolt, whatever you want to call it. Everybody calls it the Jesus bolt. Because like I said, it's got like 400 foot-pounds of torque put on it. So, what we're going to do, we're going to take that pulley off, see if I can get the hub out. And then, once I get that hub out, we're going to try and take off the rest of the timing components and get the chain and everything out. And I think in the end of this video, we're just going to drop everything back in and kind of just leave it like that. And then pick it back up when I get more parts to seal the engine back up and continue. Time lapse in 3, 2, 1. So, like you guys just saw, it took us forever. I had to go get my sister's help to get this bolt out finally, and I got it out. And you can see exactly why right here. These top threads that look different are all stretched. This is what they're supposed to look like, and they're all stretched right here. And that's why you have to have the bar so you can pull while pushing, so you don't break that. So, got the new one out, and it bit me back too. It got me somewhere. I don't know where though, but got that off. Time to pull the timing chain out. Take this off. Or actually, I might leave that on there because, yeah, I might leave that on there so that way I can just put it back together, and then I'll put the new timing chain in. So I just pulled the hub out, and it looks a little crusty. I'm gonna try and clean this up some. Like right through here, it looks a little nasty. But other than that, that's pretty good. No grooves or anything on it. But I did figure out why it jumped timing. If you look in here, let me grab my flashlight. So if you look at the top, that red piece at the top, like right up in here, it's not supposed to be like that. That's supposed to be all one unit on this right side. So that's why we slipped timing, because the timing chain guide broke. So that makes sense. Got the hub pulled out. Now that the hub's pulled out, I'm going to take out these little, I think this is one, and then I think the other one's right here. The plugs, so you can get to these screws right here on the inside. I think there's only two. I'm gonna take these plugs out, and then I gotta remove these two things right here to get these two silver pieces, I don't know what they are, these two things out, and then take those bolts out, and the whole guide and chain should come up, and we should be good. Alright, guide is out. Finally. So this is the part I was down here talking about. Right here. So you see how all this is this nasty black color. Right there on this little edge to the right of my thumb. Right there. It's broken. So it's most likely what caused our failing. And to be honest, I think this was the factory one from 2005. So doesn't surprise me that it's broken, but it's alright. It's over here. Got us a brand new one, and it's backwards in here. But yeah, this is all the silicone was broken right through here. So I gotta check down there with like a scope or something to see if there's any pieces of this in the oil pan. If there is, then I gotta pull the oil pan off it, which is no biggie. So all I gotta do left is pull the tensioner out, and we're good. And the other piece of this is the upper piece. Is like right in there, that pile of junk. Right there. That's another piece of the upper piece that I threw away. So we're at a pretty good point so far. My camera's about to die. It's like 20%. So I'm gonna keep working until it dies, but hopefully I can get some good progress done and look deep down in the hole. But I'm gonna try and clean up some of this stuff and then we'll see what happens. Camera might die, so if it dies, it dies. If not, we'll keep going. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the video here for today. I have to change my oil on this car and change the oil on her car. She got a new car by like Caitlin did. So she got rid of the Cobalt and got this, there's 16.25 for silicone. So she says she wants to do stuff to it, like some wheels and blow it and exhaust, but we'll see. Obviously you guys know about this little thing, this little turd. But so I was digging around in the oil, basically, right? Because I was curious to see if there's any chunks of anything left in there. And I saw my little scope light down there, and I found this piece sitting on the side of the, like, right in the inside of this hole, like right down here. And so I stuck my fingers in the oil, pulled out all these little pieces. So I think I'm gonna end up pulling the oil pan just because I feel like it'd be kind of dumb not to pull the oil pan and be like neglectful if I didn't, knowing that I pulled all those out with just my fingers without even dropping the oil pan. And they were like, I don't really know if you guys can see, but like right down here, like right above my finger, it's just oil. And the oil doesn't even look that bad. Like it's not terrible. It still smells pretty good, so and nothing too bad. But like I said, with that pulling all this out of the oil, I think it'd be neglectful to not change the oil. Or obviously I'm gonna change the oil, but drop the oil pan, make sure everything's clean down there. So I think that's what we're gonna do. But with that, that is going to end today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Going to be a lot of content coming on this soon. I'm trying to get it done within like 6 weeks, like by the time I finish school. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, you guys stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.